Good morning, everyone. This is Vanessa with the University Counseling Center, and I am proud and happy to be joining you all again today for another segment of Art Therapy Thursday. Something I want to focus on today is values and then looking forward and hoping for the future. So the activity that I want to do today is a values tree image. But before we do the tree image, I want to talk about values, what they are, why they're important, and then how our values keep us deep rooted, and then based off of our values, what do we hope for the future? In times of uncertainty like COVID-19 and us being away from family and friends, it's hard to remember what our values are, and then it's hard to think about what's life going to be like after this. And I know for some people it's hard to even imagine that this will be over. So I thought this would be a good activity for us today. So what are values? So values can look different for everyone, and the values that I talk about today aren't going to be the same for everyone and are not an exhaustive list of values, but might give a good starting point. So values are the beliefs that define what's most important to you. They guide your choices in life and give you sort of a compass of how to live your life. Some examples of values might be if someone values family, how they live their life and how they spend their time might be spending a lot of time with their family, making phone calls, doing FaceTimes, spending extra time with their family. Someone who values their career might spend more time at work, maybe neglect their personal life more if they value their career and success more than other things in their life. And something to think about with values is that values, you can have a lot of different values, but what are the most important values to you, and what kind of keep you grounded and guide your life? Because I might value creativity, for instance, but it's not a core value to me or something that's most important to me. I would say family might be a more deep-rooted value and something that might take precedence for me. I have some values written down for y'all, and I hope you can read this. But these are some examples of values that you might put in your value tree today and things that might be most important for you. I will leave this up for a minute. I hope y'all can read it. It might be a little backwards here because of my camera, but I have love, wealth, family, morals, success, knowledge, power, friends, free time, variety, adventure, freedom, fun, honesty, loyalty, reason. There's a lot of different values here, and I apologize if you can't exactly read them because they're backwards here, but we'll give you some guidance. So now we'll move into the activity today. So we are going to do a values tree. And then in top, what are we looking forward to in the future? What are things based off of our values that we'll look forward to the most? So, like I have done before, I will adjust my camera here so y'all can see what I'm doing. And I think something that might work well for this today is possibly using paint. I do not have watercolors with me, but I do have these markers that have the like a watercolor-ish brush tip. So I think these are the markers that I'm going to use today for this activity. And you might want to put something down if you're worried about your surface underneath. So for my tree, first I'm going to I'll draw the ground it's going to be on. I'll put it like on a hill here. It's going to be at the top of the hill. And I guess I'll color it in a little bit. But I won't fill it all the way in because I'm going to do my roots here as well. And I want to be able to read my values that I'm putting down. So what we're going to do is first we're going to draw our roots. So we're imagining that this is underground. My tree, I made my ground really tall, but I'll make my tree trunk like this. Kind of open. Maybe I'll draw a little hole here, like for some kind of critters to go into. But I will first start out by drawing some of the roots up top. These are the roots that you'll see coming through the grass. And then my roots are going to be deep rooted. I have some deep roots. They might stem off a little bit here. Almost like, you might think of them as like veins that go down into the ground. And now I want to name some values to those roots that I've drawn down into the ground. So I will use another marker here. And you can put whatever values are most important to you. So for me, I think I said it before, but family is very important to me. Friends are very important to me. Let's see. Love is very important to me. Honesty. Maybe I'll put hard work. And I'll put one more thing. Maybe traveling and adventure is also very important to me. I love going to new places, learning about different cultures. So I'll put like travel, adventure also as a value. And you can put as much or as little here as possible. I would say maybe put like your top 10 values down there. Whatever you feel like is most important to you. So now that I've written that, I'm also going to do the top part. Now this top portion where the leaves are and everything, that's going to be where I put maybe my hopes for the future or things that I am wishing for. And this can be things that I hope happen to me after all of this COVID-19 stuff is over. Because it will be over. Even though it feels like we're living in this and we're doing the same things every day and it feels like we'll never see each other again, we will. So it's important to remember that light at the end of the tunnel here. And I will draw that, maybe actually put some leaves in here. And I imagine that my tree is probably, it's an apple tree. So I also want to put some fruit in my tree. And you can choose to, you can make it a non-fruit tree. You can just make it a nice full tree, but we want it nice and full because we have lots of hopes and things that we want for our future. So, put that here. Now, what do I want for my future? Family has always been very important to me, and in my tree up here, I want to say that a hope that I have for my future is to have my own family. So I'm going to put that in here. I hope that I get to travel more. I hope I have prosperity, that I'm successful. I hope I continue to have love in my life. I hope to spend time with friends. I hope to graduate. I'm still a student too, so I hope to graduate. And again, this is very personal to you, things that you care about and that you value. So I want you to feel this values and hope for the future tree as much as you can. This will be the end of our activity today. I want to thank y'all for tuning in with me again. I appreciate doing this for y'all, and I hope that it's something that is relaxing and gives you something to do in the midst of your day. Thank y'all for tuning in again, and I will see you next week. Take care.